Hi all, welcome in next video. So in this video we are going to see how we can create a QR code, like how we can generate the QR code using C# packages like .NET packages and jQuery. So basically QR code, like you can say the QR means quick response code, which are actually being used in, if you go to the malls, if you go to the like shops, you always be seeing that there are some QR code stick. They are in some products somewhere in the walls or in multi places. So what the advantages of doing that, like rather than giving that hard coded details, are shopkeepers are preferring to put that information in the QR code. Okay, it may be the confidential information or it could be like public information, and they are just sharing that QR code with the customers. So who are the respective customers, they are scanning that QR code and accessing that information. And if you're seeing like delivery persons also, so like whatever whoever the delivery, so they are also performing these operations through the QR code only, like they are scanning the QR code on the product, and one pop-up or one information getting open, they are opening that URL and they are just verifying it, whether it has been delivered, whether it has been packed or shipped, those kind of information. So today we will be seeing that how we can generate that QR code for any specific information. Okay, so we will be seeing that what is the QR code and what are the basic and advanced advantages of the QR code, and how we can generate that QR code using the QRCoder package in a .NET MVC, and we will seeing the demo for that QR code. So basically QR code is a quick response code. QR codes are types of barcode that can be scanned with the digital devices like a smartphone or a scanner, and they store some information like series of pixels and square grid can be read in a two directions. QR codes can store information of any uh, characters or any digits or any numbers or internet address or URL or anything QR code can store, and based on the requirement like user can scan that QR code and access that information. So normal people cannot see that particular thing, but the people who has the access, he can just scan and get the information. So what the things we are going to do here for this implementation? So firstly we will be using the QRCoder package. If you seeing here, we have implemented this package, QRCoder. Okay, so what further we are doing, we have created one public method for generating QR code. So for that, like we inside the QR coder, we have a create QR code method, so that we will be doing that after passing some information to that particular method. Okay, so once that method generate QR code, we are converting that QR code into the bitmap and loading that bitmap as an image format. Okay, so we converted into the image format so that we can display that QR code on the UI side. So for displaying on a UI, like we created one model as well, in which we are keeping the information from the text box, and we are putting, like user is putting some information, is clicking on the generate and the QR code is getting generated. Okay, so we have created one QR code a property which will contain that information, and this is the CSHTML page. So whatever the input we will be getting, so we are passing through the view, and view is generating that QR code. So this type of UI we will get after the implementation. Like user will be putting some information here, he will be clicking on the generate button, and after clicking on that, QR code will get generated and will get displayed on the UI. So let's jump into the application and see what the implementation we can do. Okay, so let me close this. Let it be. Okay, so if you see here the changes, So we made the changes basically in home controller. So we added one method in home controller. We created one model, QRcode model, and CSHTML and layout. We added that page in the layout so that we can access that page. And CSPOJ, since we added new files, so CSPOJ got updated. And the package is basically we added a new reference, so that's why the package.config got updated. So yes, you can see here we have updated 1.4.3 version here, that is QRCoder. Okay, so that is the update here. So let me run it and I'll show you. This is the test application, so we will be implementing same thing on our MVC application. It's taking a little bit more time. Meantime, let's open that our MVC application. Okay, so this one is your MVC test one. WCF, this is your MVC application. So let's open it. We'll see here meantime. Okay, so our application is loaded now. So what I did, I added here a new uh, page, generate QR code. So if we are clicking here, so this page is getting loaded. If you put here some information, like if you putting my UPI address, okay, and clicking on generate. So I did a debugger, I think. This is here. Remove debugger. Disable all breakpoints. Continue. See here the code is generated. Okay, so same implementation we will be doing for our MVC application. So let's jump into our MVC app. So currently we have three changes. I think these are for earlier implementation. So we will be making this check-in. Build configuration, I think we had created. Build community style. Okay. Okay, so let's run it. I think last time we have made changes for the build configuration, so let's run it and see how it is looking like right now. Okay, so it's taking a little bit longer time. Okay, so detail, detail. It's taking a little bit longer time. Let's run it again. That has been closed. Okay, so you can see here currently what we have view PDF, charts and session. We don't have that generate QR code. Okay, so we will be adding a new feature as a generate QR code, and we will be implementing that functionality here. So let's jump into our test application and see. So what we will have to do firstly, we have to create one action method which will return our view. Okay, we will be creating one view generate QR code, so that we already have inside the home. If you see here, generate QR code. Okay, so let's firstly create this view only. So close this, open solution, home controller, and at the last we will be putting action method that will be returning the view. Okay, so control V. So we have this action method. So now we can create a view from here, add a view. Okay, MVC5 view, add, generate QR code, shared, everything, add. Okay, so the view is generated now. Generate QR code. Generate QR code. H1 we can put here. Okay. Control S. Now what we have to do, we need to access this particular view from our layout. Okay. So where is the shared one? The controller user detail, view, shared view, layout.cshtml. So we have defined all the features list item here, session storage, charts, view PDF. So we will be adding one more, control C, with the name of generate QR code. Okay. So rather than giving this, generate QR code. Okay, this is the name, this is the view name. Generate action method, you can say generate QR code, and this is the controller name, and that's it. So inside the home controller, it will be calling generate QR code. Generate QR code will be returning a generate QR code view. Okay, so let's run it and see if the view is getting returned or not. It's working a little bit. Actually, locally it's taking a time while we are doing the development. If we are deploying this particular same thing on any server or any other places, so it will be like giving us a result faster. Usually, whatever the servers like development or staging or production, we are preferring those servers are like having a greater response as compared to the normal PCs because they were they are made for that particular thing. Okay, PCs are not made for the deployment, so we have multiple things to do inside the PC. But servers are mostly getting created for making the deployment, so they are intended to like do the high performance and high scalability and high load balancing. So all the things were taken care there. So see here the generate QR code is created. So we will be clicking this that generate QR code. Okay. So it means our view is created and we are able to uh, open this particular view. So now let's go to that post method and we will be adding that post. So we have another method called generate QR code, the same. Okay, and what the difference is that we have a input parameter for this. Okay, so we are returning a model along with view. Okay, so if anyone is submitting, so this one will get called. So let's create this method in our MVC home controllers. Control V. If anything you're not able to understand, so just let me know. Okay, so we missed one thing, so that we will be firstly Control Z. Taking care of that, we need to install that package QRcoder. So let's right click on it, manage NuGet package. Okay, browse QRcoder, QRcoder, enter. So see here we have QRcoder. So we will install latest version. Just install it. Okay, so now it's been installed. So okay, so now it's been installed. So if you see here in the references, so you will be getting QRcoder. Okay, so what we'll have to do now? Generate QR code. We have a home controller. So we will be adding the references for creating the QR code, like drawing references, QR code and references. So whatever the references we have in a test application, we will be adding here firstly. Okay, so we have added these references: QRcoder, system.io, drawing, and drawing. Drawing is basically we added for uh, creating that image. Okay, for that QR code. drawing, and QRCoder is responsible for creating the QR code. Okay, so let's add these references in the home controller. Okay, so all are added now. So now we can add that particular method from test. That is a post method will be containing this information. Control C. Okay, so we will also need to create one model. So let's see here, we don't have this QR code model here. Okay, so we will have to create that QR code model. So let's go to here, inside the models. If you see there is no model, so we will be right clicking, add class. So we can give the name. Loading, so let's wait. QR code model. Okay, so this is the name we given. Let's save it. QR code model. Okay, so the model is getting created, and we have added one property here for this model. So let's take that property name. So it's a QR code. Okay, so basically this property is nothing but reading the data from the text box. Okay, whatever the data we are putting on the text box. So adding this property here as well. Control S. And data annotation will be required. So I'll be getting any suggestion here. Yeah, using data annotation. Okay, so let's edit this. So data annotation added. Now go to home controller. All the things have been sorted now. Control S. Okay. What further we need to do? We have to create this. We have this view, so we will have to put that text box and image rendering design to that particular view. That view is got created inside this home folder. This is here, this is home. So generate QR code. This is the view. Okay, so currently nothing is here. Nothing is here. Okay, so we will be adding that thing. So generate QR code CSHTML. So if you see here, so generate could be added a space, then doc type HTML head. There is nothing too much here. Text box, validation message, button, view work data, and that's it. So let's put the same here. Okay, so I think this one was the H2. Let it should be in H2 only. Okay, so what are we doing here? So model reference will also require, so let's add the reference of the model. We can give this only. Okay, at the rate model, name of the application, CRS. We can give the name of the application and this QR code. Control C, so Control V. So here the name of the application is CRMS MVC app. CRMS MVC app, and inside that models, and inside that QR code. Okay, so the model is got created here. So model is also referenced. We also added our shared view so that we can add the header footer, and we have text box, validation message, submit button, and if the code is successfully added from the backend in the view back, so the QR code will get displayed here in the 2x2x format. Okay, and model.qrcode is basically reading the text from the text box. Means it's strongly tagged with the text box. So let's run it and see. A little bit more time. Okay, so now it's got loaded. If you click here, you will be getting the generate QR code view. So just click it. So the page is getting open. Put any information here. So like I am putting my UPI ID, or what we can do, we can also put the product ID, product code, okay, which is 224466. Okay, so understand it's a confidential information, so suppose we are not displaying this directly to the user, so we are generating a QR code. Click here, the QR code is generated. Now you want to verify whether this code is really working or not, so let's jump into my device. I also have added my mobile here, so let me connect you to this one. Okay, so let me open it. So I already have installed QR code scanner, uh, QR code. Okay, so see here, so let's scan it. See the same information we got. If you see here, this is the same information that we put there in a text box. Okay, so it means the code is generating properly. Let's suppose create one more thing. I am putting my Gmail ID. Okay, so like Technways the rate gmail.com. Okay, so Technways at the gmail.com generated. Now it's been generated. Okay, so now scan this one again. See, Technways at gmail.com. Okay, we also can put a URL here, and just pressing it longer we can directly open this URL in the Chrome browser. So suppose like if we are putting any product details, so if we are putting here like amazon.com, okay, or we can just take it for the example amazon. Okay, so like suppose if we have any product, so we are keeping the information of that product in the QR code. Suppose like this one is that product, this one. Okay, so this is the product, and you can see the details and price, all the things. So you can just copy this URL, you can keep this URL in the QR code, control V, and just generate the QR code. Okay, so now the QR code is generated. So let's scan it again, and see how we can use this. Okay, so let's say scan it. We are getting the URL, right? Just click here and see the Amazon is getting opened. See, okay, so I have the application installed, so the application got opened. But same way you can open this thing uh, in the browser. Okay, so it means this thing is working fine. So same way you can create it, and we also have some packages for UPI QR code creation. So in future, if you require for support for that, so just let me know. I will also create one second video for the UPI QR code generation, so that will also help you out more. So thank you so much for the watching it. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video. Thank you. Let me know in case of any issue or doubt. Thank you.